All right, let's kick off weather on a brand new week with some cold weather. I mean, it was like this past weekend where if you were out and about first thing in the morning before sunrise, you know exactly how cold it was the last couple of mornings. For most of us that have to go back to work and get to our routines a little bit earlier, you might be looking for the hat this morning because it is cold this morning. A lot of teens for current temperatures, but our temperatures will start to warm day after day. Actually, quite the warming trend through the course of this week. Here are your current temperatures. This is if you're going to step outside in just a minute or two. It's just 18 in Spokane, 19 in Coeur d'Alene, and even colder to the north, 14 in Sandpoint, 10 in Colville. That is the cold spot for the inland Northwest. A clear start to the day, and we very much will start to see the sunshine at sunrise, but the clouds will start to overtake us in the afternoon. So a cloudy afternoon, but our temperatures are still okay for January weather. That's pretty normal to see those temperatures in the low to even mid-30s. Funny enough, it's still not as cold as even other parts of the country, including the South, where there are some wind chills below zero for some southern states. That is very, very cold for them, and it extends all the way eastward. Again, this is part of that same winter storm that gave all of these snow and ice impacts really across most of the country. Tennessee has most of the power outages, and at one point there was over 1 million people without power across the country due to this winter storm. A few of my friends were sending me pictures of the storm and found at least a snow day to play in. These are a couple of my friends, Josh and Kimmy and Elliot behind the camera, in Long Island, New York, where they got about a foot of snow, and that does not happen in New York very often. So glad to see that they were at least having fun on an off day. They actually had to close their business for the day, but hey, made the most of it with a huge amount of snow. So obviously still very, very cold, but at least that winter storm is finished out east. I'm glad I can pan the map back to the Pacific Northwest because we got some action to work with later in the week. Looks like some rain and snow chances as early as Wednesday morning, though more rain than snow because this is a quite warm weather pattern that'll start to work into the Pacific Northwest. Watch how our 7-day forecast is like a staircase as we'll go up from the low 30s today to almost 50 degrees by this weekend. So that is going to be plenty warm, and that's why we're forecasting mostly rain around our parts.